हेलो संजय। हेलो संजय। निकल गया आराम से। लेमन की से। Sanjay, are you there?
Sanjay, if you're there, can you please respond, Sanjay? Sanjay? Sanjay, can you hear me? And just give me a second now.
Yeah. Hello, Sai Kalyan. Did you write the test yesterday?
No, miss.
Why? What happened? No
I
time?
was studying. I was studying for my school exams.
When is the school exam?
The next exam is on 29th. No, actually, yesterday only I finished my exam. I was studying for my practicals yesterday.
Okay, so which practical is there now?
On
Chemistry
first,
is
miss, on 29th, I have chemistry written exam. 31st, I have mock exam. And the second, I have, no, and third, I have chemistry exam. Practical.
board exam. So you know practical, any doubts in practical you have?
No, miss.
What is the titration you are likely to get? More
Mostly,
salt or
mostly more salt only, miss.
more salt? Hmm. So you have to prepare one solution or you get both the solutions.
We should prepare the solution.
So you have to prepare which one? More salt or they ask you to prepare more salt?
No, miss, on the spot only we'll get to know. Our teacher told that
Okay.
most likely
They
more
will,
salt there.
yeah. So when you prepare more salt, make sure to add little sulfuric acid while preparing.
Yes, miss.
Sanjay, are you there? Have you come back, Sanjay? Okay, now, since nobody else is there, Sai Kalyan, I don't want to waste your time. Let us start discussing this markings, this question paper. It will help you. This question paper is somewhat like the board model paper. So when you have the exam on Monday, this discussing this paper is going to help you. Let us quickly discuss it. So what is the, which one of the following will give aldol condensation? Tell me. Which one of the following will give aldol condensation? This is an easy question. Tell me. Sai Kalyan, only you are there. So please tell me the answer. Hello. Sai Kalyan, are you there or you left also? Yeah, only you are there. Sanjay, you are also there. Sai Kalyan is also there. Very good. So now tell me the answer to the first question. Now I will ask you one by one. Sai Kalyan, I was asking you the first question. What is the answer?
Plus ethanol.
Ethanol. And the all others cannot show aldol condensation. Why others cannot show?
Absence of alpha hydrogen.
Absence of alpha hydrogen. Now second one. Sanjay, do you have the answer to the second one? Why KMNO4 is colored? Sai Kalyan, do you know the answer of the second one?
Option B, miss.
B. Yes, true. Why there cannot be DD transition in KMNO4? Can you tell me why there cannot be DD transition in KMNO4? Hmm?
Ma'am, I'm
Sometimes
Sanjay.
it comes. Yes, Sanjay. Hello. Sanjay.
Ma'am, sorry, ma'am. I had some issue in my laptop, ma'am. I thought you are
Yeah,
not
now I
speaking.
can understand that because yes, I can see two PD Sanjays. Now you have removed one. Very good. So now you can. So,
Alright.
Sanjay, please see this. This is an important question. Sometimes you have to explain also. So, you know why it cannot show DD transition cycle, it cannot show DD transition because what is the oxidation state of KMNO4 in, what is the oxidation state of manganese in KMNO4? It is +7, isn't it? Can you see? +7, Mn +7. If it is +7, what will be the configuration? It will be only like argon, right? Because all 4s0 and 3d0, all electrons of s and d are removed. So there are no electrons in the d orbital. That is why it cannot show dd transition, right? So the ligand, which is oxygen, it transfers its electrons to the d orbital. And for doing that, it absorbs energy of the yellow of the yellow color, and that is why it appears to be violet. Okay, so that is why it is violet in color. Okay, which of the following solutions will have highest conductivity? Sanjay, you should answer this question number 3. Can you answer
Ma'am,
the third?
D, ma'am.
Answer is D. Very good. Then when the benzene diazonium chloride reacts with phenol, it forms a dye. The reaction is known as Sai Kalyan. Benzene diazonium coupling reaction. Very good. It's coupling reaction. Then which of the following is the major product in the following reaction? Sanjay.
Ma'am, B, B.
Sanjay. Huh? B. B. What is the answer,
B,
sir?
B.
No, it is not B. See, what is the compound? Let me draw it like this, so probably you will understand better. It is CH2O and C6H5, right? And we have to react it with HBr. So what is the option? See, which bond will break more easily? See, carbon-oxygen bond, when this is also a benzene ring. Let me show you this part, right? Here also there is a benzene ring. Can you see? Here also there is a benzene ring. So because of the presence of the benzene ring, this bond does not break easily. But this bond can break. So this will not break. So what will you get? C6H5CH2Br plus C6H5OH, because this bond will remain intact. This will not break, right? So only that bond will break. Did you understand, Sanjay? Sanjay, please, only two of you are there. Please keep answering. Don't switch off your mic. Keep it on all the time. After every answer, you don't have to switch it off. No, keep it on. Now, Sai Kalyan, tell me the next
Okay.
sixth one. Sixth one.
Fifth one, miss.
Ah, which is the strongest base?
Oh, that option B.
D
B,
in
miss,
aqueous.
B.
No, it's not B. What is the correct option? Think
C.
again.
C.
C. Yes, C. 2 is greater than 1 is greater than 3 in aqueous solution. If it is methylamine, do you remember that? And if it is ethylamine, right? Then what does it become? 2 is greater than 3 is greater than 1, right? 2 is anyway the strongest in aqueous solution. Did you understand? So remember, when it is higher amine, it is 231. Lower amine, 213. Smaller number for smaller amine, higher number for higher amine. That's how you should remember. Which of the following is diamagnetic ion? Sanjay, can you tell me? Which is a diamagnetic ion?
Ma'am,
What is the meaning? Tell me.
ma'am, D, ma'am.
D. Now let me show you. Vanadium is given as 21. So what is the configuration of V2 plus? V is 21. So it is 4. We will leave up to argon. So we will write 4s2 and 3d1. So if it is V2 plus, what will it become? 3d1 only. Then scandium is what? It is,
Ma'am, C
no, first
3
is,
plus.
sorry. First is scandium, sorry. This is scandium.
Ma'am, I guess Cu2 plus is the answer.
Yes, Cu2 plus. Now you got it right. Cu2 plus. So Cu2 plus is diamagnetic because but Cu2 plus is also not diamagnetic. Cu2
Miss,
plus will have Cu2 plus has how many? 29. So 4s. It is what is the
scandium is
configuration? 29 is 4s1 and 3d10. So Cu2 plus will be uh, 3. Sorry, my internet got disconnected. Who is the host now? Can you check, Sanjay? Are you the host, or Sai Kalyan? Are you the
No,
host? Who
ma'am.
is the host?
Learning room. Learning room is the host.
Learning room is host.
Ah, yes.
Hello, somebody is there. Please allow me to share the screen.
Ma'am, it's done, ma'am. You are the host now.
Okay, okay, thank you. So scandium is 21. So 4s2 and 3d1. So scandium 3 plus. So all will go. So it is argon 4s2 and 3d1, right? So scandium 3 plus will be only argon, right? So that will be diamagnetic. Answer is B. Did you understand? If it was Cu plus only, then it would have been 3d10 and it would have been diamagnetic. But it is Cu2 plus. So that is why
Okay, yes,
that
ma'am.
is, and Mn2 plus, you said Mn has 5 unpaired electrons. So it cannot be diamagnetic, right? Then
Yes,
eighth
ma'am.
one. Eighth one. Sai Kalyan, can you answer the eighth question?
Citric acid, miss. Citric acid.
The main product when phenol is heated with concentrated nitric acid.
Pitric acid, miss.
Nitric acid. Phenol
Picric
is heated.
acid. Option
Ah,
C, miss.
yeah. Eighth is option C. Very good. Picric acid. Very good. Then hydrolysis of sucrose is also called, Sanjay, hydrolysis of sucrose is also called,
Ma'am, esterification.
no, no. See,
Inversion. Inversion.
it is
Oh, yeah.
inversion.
Ah, yes,
Yes,
ma'am. Yes.
inversion.
That's
Inversion,
what.
right?
Yes.
Esterification is reaction of acid and alcohol. That
Ah,
is,
yes, ma'am.
yeah.
That's
Then
different
question
also.
number 10. 10. Rate constant and activation energy and Arrhenius parameter of chemical reaction at 25 degree is this much, and this much. Value of rate constant as T is infinity is. How will you do this question? Sai Kalyan, any idea?
I will do
10 is,
it same.
hmm?
I will do
Active.
it same.
Please do it, do it. Rate constant, activation energy, and Arrhenius parameter. So it is, I think it is log K is equal to,
I guess A, ma'am.
no, answer is not A. Answer is B. Try.
Ma'am, how will it be B, ma'am?
I will show you. There is a formula, no? You have to apply. I'm also doing it. I think the formula is log K is equal to EA upon 2.303 minus log A. So 2.303 RT minus log A. So rate constant, activation energy. So rate constant is, I will solve and do this question while you are answering the remaining. Please answer the 11th question now. I think Sai Kalyan, are you able to do it?
Doing this.
Just one more minute, take. Rate constant, activation energy. And
Ma'am, ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, will the board exam of chemistry be easy or will it be tough, ma'am?
It's a very interesting question that you have asked. See, board exam is, this is a, actually, I think this is a sample paper of the board exam. See, the board exam, if you are well prepared, the board exam is going to be easy. Last year, according to my standard, the board exam was decent. It was quite easy. So if you prepare well, then board exam is not difficult. It is not difficult at all. But it depends on how your preparation is.
Ma'am, ma'am, like
Yeah.
I'm able to see a few questions which are like repeated from 2013, 14 and all, ma'am. Will that
Yes, there
questions
is a
be
trend. There is a trend, Sanjay. So if you do previous year's question papers, no, then your ability to answer the questions will be very good. You will be able to do very well if you um, practice previous year's question papers. So it is all about practicing previous year's question paper.
no, ma'am? Like, will the questions get repeated or it's very rare that questions get repeated, ma'am?
See, some questions do get repeated, like give reason questions are there, they get repeated. Several questions get repeated, um, but mostly there are new questions only every time. But
Oh, okay.
the type of question will be the same. The type of question will be the same. Okay, so see you can do this question in an easy way. I will show you how to do it. Sai Kalyan, I don't think we need to do it with this long formula. See, the form Arrhenius equation is K is equal to A E raised to minus E A by RT. This is the Arrhenius equation as you know it. Okay, now T is infinity. It is written as T is going to infinity. Okay, so RT will be infinity. RT will be infinity and any number, so minus EA by RT will be equal to 0. So any number raised to 0. So E raised to EA by RT will be equal to 0. No, will be equal to 1. This will be equal to 1. Right? So K will be equal to, K is given here, no, activation energy, Arrhenius parameter. So rate constant, activation energy and Arrhenius parameter of the value of rate constant is. So I think if you do this, then rate constant value will become, this whole thing will change and you will get 6 point. See, Arrhenius activation energy is this. Arrhenius parameter is this. So K will be equal to A into 1, A into 1. So K will be 6.0 into 6.0 into 10 raised to 14 into 1. So answer will be this one. That is what I think. Sai Kalyan, did you understand what I am doing?
Yes, Miss. Yes, Miss.
Okay. Then IUPAC is the name of isobutyl bromide. Can you tell me? Isobutyl bromide.
Option D, Miss.
1-bromo-2-methyl propane. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Everyone makes a mistake in isobutyl. Tertiary butyl, secondary butyl is easy. Isobutyl. For a given rate expression, the unit of rate constant is, tell me. Now Sanjay is not there, so you only answer quickly. So it is which order reaction?
1
Can you
minute.
tell me the order of
1 minute.
reaction?
1 minute, Miss.
Hmm.
Miss, option A, Miss.
Option A. Very good. Superb. Then nitric acid and water form maximum boiling azeotrope. Azeotropes are binary mixtures having same composition in liquid and vapor phase. Okay. So first one is true. Nitric acid and water form maximum boiling azeotrope. So why do they form maximum? It is true. Nitric acid and water, they form maximum boiling azeotrope and minimum, with negative deviation. It shows negative deviation and so it is maximum boiling azeotrope. And this is also true that azeotropes are binary mixtures having same composition in liquid and vapor phase. But B is not an explanation of A.
Yes,
So
Miss.
answer is B, option B, right? Now what is the correct reason for it forming a maximum boiling azeotrope? Because it has negative deviation. It's a non-ideal solution which shows negative deviation. So since it shows negative deviation, it has maximum. It is maximum boiling. So vapor pressure is less. That's why the boiling point is high. Then give two statements A and reason R. Okay. So N-ethyl benzene sulfonamide is soluble in alkali. That is true. This is the reaction with Hinsberg reagent and um, N-ethyl benzene primary. So this is primary amine. So it's sulfonamide is soluble in alkali. That is true. Hydrogen attached to nitrogen in sulfonamide is highly acidic. That is why it is soluble in alkali. So both are true and R is a reason of A. So answer is 1 here. Answer is A. Right? Then again, give two statements are given. Alcohols react both as electrophiles and nucleophiles. The bond between CO is broken when alcohols act as nucleophiles. So what is the answer for this one? Let us see each statement. Alcohols can act as both nucleophiles and electrophiles. That is true. And the CO bond is broken when alcohols act as nucleophiles. This is not true. Okay. When CO bond, so supposing it is ethanol, right? And this is OH. So when CO bond, this bond break, what will it act as? It will act as electrophile and not a nucleophile. When does it act as a nucleophile? It acts as a nucleophile when it attacks the substrate because of the lone pair on oxygen. So it can act as both electrophile and nucleophile. But when CO bond is broken, it acts as a nucleophile. So reason is wrong and assertion is correct. A is true, but R is false. So answer is C. The next one, given two statements labeled assertion A and reason R. Titanium H2O whole 6 is colored, while scandium H2O whole 6 is colorless. Okay. So titanium, what is the oxidation state of titanium? Here +3 and here it is also +3. So when it is +3 oxidation state for titanium, that means scandium titanium. So it is D2 and 4s2. So there is still one electron in the d orbital, so it can show dd transition. But in scandium, it has +3 oxidation state, no electrons in the d orbital, so it is colorless. So answer is, this is correct. dd transition is not possible in scandium. This is also correct. So answer here should be A. Okay. Now here, let us see. The section contains 5 equations with internal choice in one question. The following questions are very short answer type and carry 2 marks each. So calculate the mass of ascorbic acid to be dissolved in 75 grams of acetic acid to lower its freezing point by 1.5 kf is given, right? So what I can do is, can you do you understand? By looking at it itself, you will be able to see whether you can answer this question. Can you answer the question?
Yes, miss, I know the formula, I know.
You know the formula, so you can note down the answer. Answer is 5.08 grams. So you can do it, you know the formula. Now look at the next question. Conversion of molecule A to B follows second order kinetics. If the concentration of A is increased 3 times, how will it affect the rate of formation of B? This is the oral question, tell me. It follows second order kinetics. So you are increasing it 3 times. So 3 square times, right? So 3 3s are 9 times. Right? Define pseudo first order reaction and give an example. There are 2 examples. This is a very important question. This is asked many times. You see the old papers, you will realize pseudo first order reaction. So pseudo first order reaction is a bimolecular reaction. 2 molecules are present in the reaction. So it's a bimolecular reaction which acts like a first order reaction because the concentration of one component remains constant. And there are 2 examples, hydrolysis of cane sugar or esterification, hydrolysis of ester and hydrolysis of cane sugar. So you see, ester, if I take CH3COO C2H5 plus H2O, right? It gives CH3COOH plus C2H5OH. Now this is a simple reaction. And in this in simple reaction, what happens normally? In a simple reaction, the order of the reaction is same as molecularity of the reaction. But in this case, it's a bimolecular reaction. It should have been the second order. But here it is a first order reaction. Why it is first order? Because the concentration of water does not really change, hardly changes. It remains almost constant. So that is why the rate of reaction depends only on the concentration of uh, ethyl acetate, and that is why it's called pseudo first order reaction. Okay, pseudo first order reaction. Then draw the structure of a monohalogen product formed in the following reaction. So what is the product that you will get here? HI you are adding. So it is which rule? Marconi-Cobb's rule. So you will get here CH3. Double bond will become a single bond. CH3 is already there. Now this I will come here and H will go there, so that double bond will disappear. Did you understand how we will get this product?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Then chlorine mono substituted product Fe plus chlorine. So it will be substitution reaction. So on the benzene ring, you will get Cl. Then arrange the following in increasing order of their property as indicated. Reactivity towards HCN. These reactions also questions are very common. Instead of HCN, they can write as sodium sulfide, bisulfide, or they can write any other reagent which reacts with these aldehydes and ketones. So here you see arrange in the increasing order of the reactivity. So which is most reactive? Aldehydes in general are more reactive. So the last one should be acetaldehyde. And then next one should be a ketone, which is a smaller ketone. So that is CH3CO, CH3 acetone. And then methyl tertiary butyl, that is a larger ketone. So that is methyl tertiary butyl, that is the larger ketone, that is the answer. Okay, so larger ketones are less reactive than smaller ketones, and then as the alkyl group becomes bigger, the reactivity decreases because the electron density on carbon spreads out, becomes dilute. And aldehydes are anyway more reactive than ketones. Can you write, do you know these two reactions, Clemenson's and Canizaro's?
I know.
Yeah. What happens when D-glucose is treated with the following reagents, bromine water and HI? So bromine water, it will give gluconic acid, and with HI, what you will get? With HI, you get um, mm, hexane. With HI, you will get hexane. Then next question, can you answer? Give two differences between order and molecularity. You know the differences?
Yeah, miss.
Any two? This is a typical, very easy question. This one also, 50% completion means you know T half. Once you know T half, you can find K, and then with K, you can find the time needed for 80% completion. The only thing here you have to remember is that when you write 80% completion, then your reaction, your formula is T is equal to 2.303 by K log of A0 by A. So what is A? A is not 80, A is 20. Because 80% of the reaction is completed, A is the amount of reactant remaining after the time T. Okay, so that define activation energy, you can define that easily. Chemical reaction doubles for increase of 10 degrees in absolute temperature from 298. Calculate EA. So again, you can use that
Yes, miss.
that formula K1 by K2 is equal to, okay, log K2 by K1 is equal to, you remember this? So log of K2 by K1 is equal to EA upon 2.303 R, and here 1 upon T1 minus 1 upon T2. And you should always remember this number is a constant, 2.303 is constant, and R is also constant, 8.314. So if I multiply, I get 19.1. So you can always put 19.1 here and do the calculation. Some values will be given so that your answer will be easy. Increase in 10 degrees. So you can take T1 and T2 at any two temperatures. Okay, by 0 and 10 you can take to make it easy. Then 0 and 10 means you can take 273 plus 283, like that. It has to be in Kelvin. Then it is given temperature 298. Okay, 298 is given. So 298 and 310 you will have to write. Okay. Then ethylamine is soluble in water while aniline is not. You know that, isn't it? Ethylamine is soluble because of hydrogen bonding, and aniline is because of the large benzene ring, which is hydrophobic. So that is why. Although amino group is orthopara directing, aniline gives meta-nitroaniline, right? You know this. This is also a very common question. Every alternate year it is asked. Tell me why you get meta. Huh? Aniline. Yes, yes. Aniline does not undergo Friedel-Crafts reaction because aniline is acts as a Lewis acid or Lewis base. So it reacts with AlCl3, which acts as a Lewis acid, and it forms addition compound. Draw all isomers of COCl2 En plus. So that also you can draw. They are very typical ones. CO, draw it like this. En is 2, so this is En, and this is En, and this is Cl, and this is Cl, this is 1. And its mirror image, they are optical isomers. And then geometrical will be this one,
Cis trans.
and the other one will be CO. This will be En, and this will be En, and here Cl, and here Cl. This will not show optical isomerism.
Yes.
How does magnitude of A0 decide the actual configuration of D5 in the D5 orbitals in a coordination entity? So, how will you write this answer? If delta O is more than P, pairing energy. If delta O is more than pairing energy, then it will be T2G T2G5
Yes,
and
Miss T2T5.
EG0.
Yeah.
And the other one is if it is less than pairing energy, then it will be T2G3 EG2. Very good, excellent. Anisole is treated with CH3Cl and anhydrous AlCl3. Tell me. This you know. Anisole is this compound, OCH3. Then CH3Cl and anhydrous AlCl3, Cl will come here. CH3 will come here. Ortho and para, because this group is ortho-para directly. Sai Kalyan, you have also joined by two times your name is appearing. What happened? Hello? Hello? Have you joined again, Sai Kalyan?
Yes, Miss.
Yeah. So the next question is, phenol is oxidized with sodium dichromate. So phenol actually, yes, benzoquinone, very good. And this one, when it is heated with copper, you get dehydration, alkene, excellent. Then coordination compound CrCl3.6H2O is mixed with AgNO3, 3 moles of AgCl are precipitated. Write the structural formula. 3 moles means all the chlorine are in the ionic sphere. So what will it be? Cr H2O holds 6 times and Cl3 outside. This will be the formula. IUPAC name hexaaqua chromium 3 chloride. State of hybridization and shape of the complex entities K2 NiCN4. So state the hybridization and so first we'll find, let us take NiCN4. So it's a tetrahedral complex, isn't it? NiCN.
Miss, the strong ligand, miss, this square planar only, no, miss.
It is a strong ligand. Yes, CN4 will be a strong ligand. So it is 2 minus, and this is a strong ligand. So
Square planar
nickel is
only,
D8. Nickel is D8 will be D8. So D8 all pairing will take place, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, D8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And because of this, it will also come here. So it will be DSP2 and square planar, right? DSP2 and square planar.
Yes, miss.
Then give the reason chloroform is stored in dark bottles, because otherwise chloroform gets oxidized to give carbon phosgene gas. So there is this reaction CHCl3 plus O2 will give COCl2 plus HCl gas. So this is phosgene, and this is very poisonous. So we should store, because in presence of sunlight and air, it can get oxidized into carbonyl chloride or phosgene gas. Now this one, butane plus minus butane 2-ol is optically inactive.
It is a racemic mixer.
Huh?
It's a racemic mixer, miss.
It's a racemic mixture. Both in enantiomeric forms, they cancel out each other. So it's a racemic mixture. XY length of haloarenes is smaller due to resonance, right? State Colorausch's law, how molar conductivity varies for weak and strong electrolytes with dilution. Explain this with the help of a graph, right? So this is the graph you should draw, right? So for weak electrolyte, it increases suddenly because degree of dissociation increases with dilution. Strong electrolytes are anyway what you call completely ionized, but still that conductivity, molar conductance increases because the mobility of the ions improves because of dilute solution. So explain like that. This is also a very important question. If you see previous year's papers, you will understand these are questions which are. Sai Kalyan, I have sent you previous year board papers, no? Have I?
Yes, miss. Yes, miss. Yes,
So
miss.
look at those papers. That will be very useful. Then section D, this is based on this paragraph, but without the paragraph itself, reading it, you can answer what is reverse osmosis. So when you apply pressure, that is reverse osmosis, the movement of solvent from the solution towards the pure solvent when you apply excess pressure on the solution side. When you apply pressure which is more than the osmotic pressure on the solution side. So then reverse osmosis. Then what is cellulose acetate? A membrane which is used is cellulose acetate. Okay. What do you expect when red blood cells are placed in 1% sodium chloride solution or 0.5% sodium chloride solution? So here somewhere it will be written what is the see 0.9% absorption of water, osmosis when placed in water more than 0.9% salt. So 9% is the the 0.9% should be the concentration of the solution. If it is 0.9, then it is isotonic. Now 1% is hypertonic solution, means the solution, it is more concentrated. So what will happen if I put in 1%? It will shrink. The blood cells will shrink. And if I put in dilute solution, then what will happen? They will, the
Swell, miss. Swell.
it will swell. It will swell. Then measurement of osmotic pressure is preferred for determination of molar mass of macromolecules, right? Because if I try to determine this, what you call, if I try to determine elevation in boiling point or depression in freezing point, it's very difficult to measure the small change, because if the molecular mass is very large, see the delta TB is equal to KB into M, and molar mass comes in the denominator. You can say W1 into M1 into W2. So M1 comes in the denominator. If this is large, this will be very small. So change in boiling point or freezing point is difficult to measure. Hardly any change will be there. But change in pressure is easy to measure. So osmotic pressure is a better way. Then what type of bonding stabilizes the alpha structure of proteins? Hydrogen bonding. Then where does the water present in egg go after boiling? It is, the water is absorbed by the protein. Okay. There is a chemical change which takes place and water is absorbed by the protein. Give two differences between globular and fibrous proteins. You know, globular proteins are temperature and pH dependent. Fibrous proteins are independent, and then they are water soluble. Fibrous proteins are not soluble in water. Now, what is meant by peptide linkage? Give one example. Peptide linkage is a linkage of carboxylic group plus what? Amino group. So it is a amide linkage. So you can take two amino acids and show the peptide bond. Then only one question is remaining. We'll quickly finish it. Then lead storage, charging and discharging. Do you remember lead storage? Please learn it for your test on Monday also. This will come very, very common question. Either lead storage or fuel cell. One of them comes. So learn both of them. Do you know how to write the discharging reaction? Discharging reaction is when electrons are generated, and charging is the opposite. Do you know the discharging reaction? Do you know how to write it? You want me to explain it once again?
No, miss.
You know it, isn't it? No, miss means you know it, isn't it?
I don't know it, miss.
Okay, so shall I explain to you now quickly? See, in the lead storage battery, you have the anode and the cathode. So anode is made of, the cathode is, no, anode is made of lead and cathode is made of PbO2. And the electrolyte is, you know what? It is concentrated, I can say 38% solution of H2SO4. Now, what is the reaction always at anode? Anode is oxidation. So what will happen at anode? Pb gives Pb2 plus 2E minus. This happens at anode. Now, sulfuric acid is there. So what does Pb 2 plus 2 Pb2 plus SO4 2 minus, because there are sulfate ions in solution. It gives PbSO4. So complete reaction, add these two and you can cancel this Pb and Pb. So what will be the reaction at anode? Anode reaction is Pb plus SO4 2 minus giving PbSO4 plus 2E minus. This is the anode reaction. Now what is the cathode reaction? Cathode reaction, PbO2 is there. Now PbO2 changes into Pb2 plus. Right, now balance it. Pb2 plus PbO2 is 4, and here reduction is taking place at cathode. Cathode is always reduction. So 4 plus is changing to 2 plus. Now balance it. This is 2 oxygen, so I will write 2H2O. And since I put 4H, so I will write here plus 4H plus. Now here there are 4 and here there are 2. So here I will write 2E minus. Now this is the reaction happening at cathode. Now another thing happens, Pb2 plus will also react with SO4 2 minus to give you PbSO4. So what is the reaction at cathode? The reaction at cathode is PbO2 plus 4H plus 2E minus will give PbSO4 plus 2H2O. See, interestingly, both at cathode and anode, lead sulfate is formed. Okay. Now you write this reaction first at anode and this reaction at cathode, add the two. That will be the discharging reaction. Or otherwise you write separately, leave it at cathode and anode. Did you understand? Reverse of this reaction is the charging. So when it is discharging, it is a galvanic cell, and when it is charging, it is a electrolytic cell. Very interesting. When it is discharging, it is a electrolytic cell, right? When it is an electrolytic cell, then the reactions at cathode and anode are reversed, right? So you see carefully and then write the answer. This is a very, very important cell, lead storage cell, which can be charged and discharged. So rechargeable cells, they are called lead storage cells, which are used in cars. So read this, and if you don't understand, message me, I will explain again. You have my number.
Okay, Miss. Okay.
Then calculate the EMF of the following cell. That you can do. E cell is given.
I can do.
I can. Then what are fuel cells? I told you fuel cells are the other ones which you should know. Fuel cells are like this. You have, hydrogen. This is the anode and this is the cathode. And here hydrogen goes in. And here oxygen goes in. And in between is the electrolyte, which is potassium hydroxide. And overall and water is the byproduct. And here you can attach a voltmeter. Electricity is generated. The overall reaction of cathode and anode is 2H2 plus O2 becomes 2H2. If you write the reaction at anode and cathode separately, final reaction is 2H2 plus O2 giving 2H2. So here also the reaction at cathode and anode have to be written, and they have to be written in acidic medium. They have to be written, not acidic, they have to be written in alkaline medium. So read this. If you can see my PPT, are you able to see the PPT which I have used for explaining this fuel cells? Do you have it with you, or shall I send it to you?
No, Miss, I'll take it from the learning.
Huh. So you can see there, it is there. These two I told you, you have to learn. Okay. Then conductivity, this question also you can do conductivity of acetic acid is so much, calculate the molar conductivity and degree of dissociation. So how will you do both? See, the formula is alpha, degree of dissociation is molar conductance upon molar conductance at infinite dilution. So molar conductance is already given to you, 3.905 into 10 raised to minus 5. Now molar
That is the conductivity.
conductivity. Okay, with the conductivity, you can find the molar conductance. This is conductivity of this acetic acid. So using this, you can find molar conductance. Molar conductance is equal to 1000 into kappa by molarity. So molarity is given 0.001 and conductivity is given 3.9 into 10 raised to minus 5. So using that, you find molar conductance. Then how will you find molar conductance at infinite dilution? Molar conductance at infinite dilution is the sum of molar conductance of hydrogen ions and acetate ions. That is molar conductance at infinite dilution. So after adding these two, you will get a molar conductance at infinite dilution, and so you can find out. Okay, so that is. Now, if for that, I will tell you the answer should be 0.01. For this one, answer is 0.1. 0.1. So you can check, you will get that answer. Chemical test to distinguish between the following pairs, ethanol and propanol. Can you tell me how will you distinguish?
Miss, one minute. Miss iodoform test.
Iodoform, very good. Phenol and benzoic acid, you can use neutral ferric chloride. Yeah. Then how will you bring about?
Phenol,
Then
I think,
benzoic.
phenol, I think some purple color will come, miss, and benzoic acid brown
And
color. Brown
buff
color.
precipitate.
Buff
Brown
precipitate.
precipitate. Yes. Then benzoic acid to benzaldehyde, how will you do? Benzoic acid to benzaldehyde. How will you do that?
Benzoic acid to benzaldehyde. I will convert it into COCl group and then perform what is that?
Yes. Rosenmund's reaction. Very
Rosenmund's
good.
reaction.
Rosen. Yes. Excellent. Then ethanol to 2-butanol. This is aldol. Carboxylic acid do not give characteristic reaction of carbonyl group because of resonance. Because in carboxylate ion stabilizes by resonance. Then chemical test to distinguish between propanol and propanone.
Miss,
Benzaldehyde.
tolerance test.
Tolerance. And benzaldehyde and acetophenone. Here you cannot use tolerance. So here you have to use Fellings because benzaldehyde gives. No, here you can use only tolerance, right? This is also tolerance, aldehyde and acetophenone. Or otherwise you can use iodoform also. Benzaldehyde gives tolerance but not Fellings. Okay. Then this one also with complete associate, this will become so here SOCl2 and this will become COCl and this will also become COCl. Then this one is that reaction where you will get water will be eliminated, C6H5, CH double bond N and NH, CO, C6H5. NH, NH2.
I remember this reaction.
NH, NH2. Okay, remember this. This is the hydrogen which reacts with water, not this one. There are two NH2 groups. No? So here this one is a stable one. This hydrogen only reacts. Then this one to CHO. How will I change? By ozonolysis. No, not ozonolysis. How will I do it? If I do ozonolysis, no. How will I convert this to CHO? You have to first add water. CH, CH2OH. I can make it into CH2OH, right? If I add what B2H6 and then copper at 573. Or then partial oxidation. Did you understand? There are several ways of doing it. First, I can add, easiest is you add HBr in presence of peroxides. So what will you get? This one and CH2Br. Then you add aqueous KOH, right? You will get this. And this one you do PCC. Then you will get CH. So 2-3 steps are there, unless you have any other better idea. Now, which of the following ions will have magnetic moment value of 1.73? 1.73 will be the one which will have one unpaired electron. So answer should be Ti3 plus. Okay. This has two unpaired electrons. This has one unpaired electron. Cu2 plus also has one unpaired. Ti3 plus also has one unpaired. So, which of the following? So, Ti3 plus and Cu2 plus, they will have the value 1.73. Sai Kalyan, do you know? Any value which is given, if it is 1.73, it has one unpaired electron. 2.56, it has two unpaired. 3.83, it has three. 2, 3. So whatever number is before the point, that integer will be the number of unpaired electrons. You don't have to calculate. Just see what is the number before the decimal. That will be the number of unpaired electrons. Then in order to protect from corrosion, which one will you prefer as sacrificial anode? Nickel or zinc?
Unwetness. Nickel, miss.
Zinc. No. See, sacrificial, you know, the one which is more reactive, right? The one which is more reactive, that will get corroded first, isn't it? So the which one is more reactive? The one is which has a higher, higher negative value, or which one? The one which has lower reduction potential is more reactive, right? So the most reactive here is zinc, right? So that is why of nickel and zinc, zinc is more reactive. So that will be preferred for sacrificial electrode. Sacrificial electrode is the one which will get corroded itself. It will sacrifice itself. So when will it sacrifice itself? When it is more reactive. So it will get corroded in preference to the other one. So answer is zinc. Then second ionization enthalpies of chromium and manganese are this. So second, it means second ionization energy of chromium is higher than that of manganese. Explain the lower value of manganese. So second ionization enthalpy means when, see, first from Mn plus to Mn2 plus, right? This is less. Why? Because after removing this one more electron, it acquires a stable half configuration of half-filled diol. So since by removing an electron from Mn plus to Mn2 plus, it acquires a stable configuration. That is why the value of second ionization energy is lower than that of chromium. In case of chromium, it goes from stable to unstable, and in case of manganese, it goes from unstable to stable. Two similarities in the properties of scandium and zinc. Both have colorless compounds and both are diamagnetic. Okay, both are diamagnetic and both are both form colorless salts because Scandium is stable in +3, scandium 3+, and zinc is stable in Zn2+. So this is also diamagnetic, this is also diamagnetic, and both will form no d. And this has fully filled d orbital, so white, and this has no electrons in d orbital, so it is white. What is actinoid contraction? It is the contraction due to poor shielding of 5F. You have to mention 5F. So because of poor shielding of 5F, what causes actinoid? What is uh, what is actinoid? What actinoid contraction is the decrease in size of elements in actinide series, and this is due to the poor shielding of 4F. Okay, 4F means 5F, 5F. Then oxidation state of chromium. Now this is also interesting question. Chromium in chromate and dichromate ion. So chromate is CrO4 2 minus and dichromate is Cr2O7 2 minus. So in both of them, the oxidation state of chromium is plus 6. In both of them, the oxidation state of chromium is plus 6. Here also plus 6, here also plus 6. But dichromate ion is a better oxidizing agent. Can you tell me why dichromate is, even though both have +6 oxidation state, and both can change into +3 oxidation state. They can get reduced easily. +3 oxidation state is a stable state for chromium because of half-filled T2G orbitals. So even then, the chromium dichromate is a stronger oxidizing agent. It is because you have to write the structure. Chromium is like this, right? And this is oxygen, this is chromium. Here again, oxygen, oxygen, and oxygen, right? So this bond breaks easily. The bond length of chromium oxygen bond CR OCR bond is longer, and so these bonds break and oxygen is released, and so it acts as a better oxidizing agent than CrO4. CrO4, all the carbon and the bonds are double bonds, so their bond lengths are lesser. Then what is the ionic reaction of Ki with acetified KMnO4? This you know how to write. Sai Kalyan, you know how to balance the equations, right?
Yes.
So you can write, it is iodide ions, they change into iodine, keeping that in mind. And Mn in acidic medium, MnO4 minus changes into Mn2 plus. Okay, so balance these two equations, you will get the right equation for the reaction between Ki and KMnO4. Got it? So all the best. If you have any doubt, you have my number. Sai Kalyan, you can call me anytime. Okay? So I leave you 15 minutes early. If you have any doubts, I can answer all your doubts. Tell me. I may not
No,
answer all your doubts, but I will try. Tell me. Any doubts?
now I don't have any doubts.
Okay, great. Okay, bye.
Bye, miss. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. All the best for your exam.